It's that time of the year again where your peach fuzz is showing and you feel a little self-conscious about it, a little like it takes away from your femininity, you feel me? There are so many people who can rock a moustache, even a full-on beard, but that's just not me. And I'm not going to shave my facial hair because for me that is a bit too much. But what I will do is try to bleach it with this JOLEN Creme Bleach that says it lightens dark hair, and it's for your face and your body. It says it's for all skin types and it's fast, gentle and effective. And this is what it looks like outside of the box. It just comes in this tube right here. And you also have the second tube, which is the accelerator. So the bigger tube is the cream itself and the smaller tube is the accelerator. So this is what the cream looks like. For anyone wondering, the ingredients of the cream are aqua, glycerol stearate, propylene glycol, hydrogen peroxide, steryl stearate, isopropyl myricate, dimethylamine, and phosphoric acid. And the ingredient for the accelerator is ammonium bicarbonate. So just one ingredient. Also in the box is this tiny little spatula, very cute, to mix everything. So let's just get straight to mixing. Never done this before in my life, and I thought, why not share it with my YouTube community? Because if you're someone who feels a bit self-conscious about their little peach fuzz up here, or even if you have some hairs around here that you don't want to be so noticeable, then maybe this can help you. I also think it's very important to say to anyone watching, whether you're male or female, but this video is mainly targeted at women. There's nothing weird about having hair on your body because we are humans after all, and what are humans? Essentially animals as well. We may be at the top of the food chain, so to speak, and we may be civilized, but in reality, when you break it all down and just look at it for what it is, we are just animals. And our body does amazing things to keep our skin protected, to keep us warm and things of that nature. And I feel that having hair on our body is a part of that. And how much hair you have is genetics really, and your background, your ethnicity. It really just depends on all of that. So I just want to say, don't feel ashamed or don't feel bad about it. I understand feeling self-conscious because maybe you're like myself and you never really had much hair up here, but then as you got older it started to grow out of nowhere, and so that change or that difference, that's the thing that's irking you. Like, at least that's how it is for me. Like, I don't like my face to be looking all bright and then around here we just have a dark patch. And I'm gonna come closer to show you exactly what I mean, to give a realistic view of what I'm talking about, because it probably isn't noticeable, but I'm looking in the viewfinder and I can't really notice it. But yeah, it probably isn't noticeable from afar, but when you get up close and personal, shit. Like, my partner even commented about my moustache. He doesn't care, you know, he loves me the way I am. Yeah, he was like, your little moustache. And that just brought my focus to it even more. Again, he wasn't trying to be mean or malicious or anything. It's just, he's a very playful person, and I don't think anyone else really notices. So it's just really a me thing, and I would say it's part of self-care. And if there's one petty little thing that can help that, it's like, why not? So let's get to mixing. So hopefully you can see this properly. I'm going to be following the instructions, not to the T, because I'm not that kind of person that follows instructions to a T. I'm just gonna do what feels like makes sense, you know. But I'll mostly follow it to a T. On the instructions it says to put the powder on the mixing tray first rather than putting the cream on the tray first, but I feel like it makes a bit more sense to, you know, put the cream on the tray first and then put the accelerator on. There we go. You only need a little bit of accelerator because this stuff is strong. And how I know is that, you know, sometimes I go around sniffing shit and for whatever reason I decided to give this a smell, and it just literally hit me in my sinuses. That's how strong it was. But yeah, I'm mixing it on this mixing tray, as they call it. I don't think I've ever seen a mixing tray like this before. I thought a small little bowl would have been a bit better, because mixing it like this is a bit awkward. You know, trying to get it so that it's all evenly mixed well. But thankfully I don't need that much. Only a little bit for my upper lip, and I would say it's pretty much mixed now. And now I'm going to apply this to my face. I'm really worried about the smell of the accelerator because I have just eyeballed everything. I don't know if I used too much or too little, because on the instructions it says to measure about 3 to 4 teaspoons of cream bleach onto the tray and blend well with the powder. The ratio that I used of the cream bleach is definitely less, that's for sure. So I'm wondering if I should have just used less of the powder, but we shall see. If it starts to smell that bad that I can't really use it, then honestly I will take it off. I'll leave it for 5 minutes and take it off. Just gave it a bit of a smell, and it's not too bad, you know. I feel like I need more light in here. You know what, matter of fact, let me get some more light. Okay, I'm scared to apply this. Oh my god, this is the first time I've ever done anything like this in my entire life. But let me start from here actually. Yeah, let's start on the less scarier part. Oh shit! You know what? That's too strong. I'm gonna have to thin it out with some powder because I can't be breathing this in for what? I was gonna leave it on for 10 minutes. Whoa, bro, that is strong. I feel it working already, literally. Yeah, but I can't leave this on and like not breathe properly for a whole 10 minutes. I think I've made it too strong because I can feel that it's burning already. But then I do have sensitive skin, so these are just my patch tests. I know you're only meant to do one side of a patch test, but yeah, I wanted to do a patch test first before I go ahead and apply it to the whole entire area. Yeah, it's doing its thing. I'll leave this on for 5 minutes and then I'll just I'll come back, then I'll rinse it off and see how we're doing, if it's left any irritation or anything like that. If it hasn't done that and it's lightened the area sufficiently, then I'll just go in and do this middle part right here. And I'll also, with this, I'll also mix more of the cream because I've used a bit too much powder, at least for me. Like I can smell it and it's hurting my eyes, you know, a bit too much. She says, applying more. So I've just put the timer on for 5 minutes and I'll come back and show you the results. So I'm back after doing a 5-minute patch test, and let me just show you the results. Basically what has happened is it's lightened the hair on these two sides, but it's also darkened my skin a bit. I don't know if you can actually notice that. Like there's darkening around here and also darkening right here. Those dark patches were not there before. Excuse my dry and crusty lips, but they were not there before, and I've read online that other women have had the same thing and it's gone away after a few hours or a few days. So I can only hope for the best, that they go away as well, because nobody wants to have random dark patches around here, when the whole reason for lightening the hairs was to draw away attention from this area, not bring more attention. But so far so good. It burnt a bit while it was on, and it smelled very strong, that it was like making my eyes not water, but like they were going to water. And yeah, that's all I can really say. I'll try my upper lip now. I think I won't put anything on this area since I just did it, and I can see that the hair's lightened a bit. But yeah, I'm just gonna apply the rest to this part of my face. And if you're wondering what I used to wipe the product off after 5 minutes, I just used a paper towel and that was it. When I'm completely finished with this whole process, I'm gonna just gently cleanse the area with either a gentle coconut cleanser and put some aloe vera gel on it. I think it would help these dark marks here, and probably there's going to be dark marks over here as well. And I don't know if that's what this bleaching cream does for melanated women such as myself. I really don't know. This is literally the first time I've ever used bleach for my hairs in my entire life. I don't know if I will do it again. I'll see how I feel, you know, like if the results are worth it for summertime in particular, because I don't really care about winter time, about spring, about fall. In London the weather really isn't that hot, the sun isn't out that often, but in summertime it's pretty much sunny all the time, and I don't want to be walking around in summertime looking all cute from head to toe, and then I got my moustache on show. And like I said before, it's not even that bad, but you know, any little thing that I can do, any little tweak I can make, it's like, why not? So let me just do the rest of my peach fuzz and I'll be back with you. You know, part of me forgot that this is a YouTube video and I'm meant to be showing you what I'm doing on camera, so I've just come back and I'm gonna apply everything on camera. Let me just zoom in though, let me get the angle right. What is my camera doing? Okay, zoom in. Cool, we got it. So it's okay, let me just lower it a bit. Should probably put some Vaseline on. Probably put some SOS on my lips. Okay, we're good. So what I've done is I've mixed way more of the cream onto the mixing tray, because I had a suspicion that I might have put a little bit too little of the cream in comparison to the powder, but it did a fine job in lightening, you know, the sides of my mouth where I put it. But I'm so nervous for this, mainly because of the smell, and it fucking stinks. When I smelled the cream earlier on in the video, I said it doesn't smell like anything. Literally, it didn't smell like anything, but I'm thinking, I don't know, maybe that was just the top portion of it that didn't smell, or it's just the accelerator that fucking stinks. I don't even fucking know. But putting this next to my mouth, next to a membrane, next to the place where I eat, I don't want this to get inside my mouth, for fuck's sake. You know what, just to be on the safe side, I am gonna apply some SOS to my lips to act as a barrier so it doesn't like slip down, or maybe some Vaseline would probably be better. Breathing through my mouth right now. I want to get right in there where the hair is, you know. I have a few hairs just like above my top lip. Oh wow, my my lips really need exfoliating. Let me get a bit closer to the camera. Certainly don't want to apply this on my actual lip itself. My lips are fucking beautiful the way they are. Don't need any fucking lightening on my lips. Okay, I think I'm done. Just really trying to get those fine hairs, you know, the ones that I'm talking about that are like just right above your lip. And since I've already done like that area and that area, I don't need to go over them again. Okay, so I'm gonna leave this for 5 to 10 minutes. How long I leave it on depends on how long I can hack it for. Like if it starts burning my eyes, even though it's not close to my eyes, you know, but still it's next to my nose, and the nose is connected to the eyes and yada yada yada, so you know it could start burning my eyes. But so far so good. This is what we're left with, and I didn't need near enough as much as I put on here, but obviously I needed to thin out the formula with more bleach cream. I was going to put this on, but I don't think I need it. Like I was either going to put this clinker wrap literally on my lip to stop the cream from getting on my lips, but it's not doing that, so I don't need it. Or if I wasn't going to put it on my lips, I was going to put it like literally on top of there, because I heard that using cling film can accelerate the bleaching process so that you don't have to keep it on your skin for a very long time. But I can feel it working. You know, I saw what it did to this area, made the hairs literally white or transparent. I don't even know. All I know is that they're no longer black hairs in these areas right here, so it should do the same thing for the little peach fuzz that I got going on. So I'll be back in 5 to 10 minutes. So far so good. This is what we're working with. It's not burning my eyes, it's not stinging or anything. I can feel it tingling and working. This second time round, my skin is not reacting in a way to say that it's super sensitive to it. Feels a bit itchy at this point because it's been past 5 minutes, and I think I'm going to leave it on for 3 more minutes, and then I'm just going to take it off. I'm going to take it off with a paper towel, and then like I said, I'm going to use some gentle coconut soap, and then I'm going to apply some aloe vera gel. So it's been 10 minutes. Let's do the grand unveiling. Excuse me not looking at the camera, just looking in the viewfinder. Ooh. I want to be nice and thorough with this. Okay, this is what we're working with so far. I honestly can't tell what it's done. Like, looking in the viewfinder I can't tell, but when I go and look in my mirror next to the window where the light is absolutely everything, I can tell a bit more. But maybe you can tell. Like, can you see that it's lightened the hairs? Like, can you even see the hairs? Obviously there's going to be darkening. Let me move from the camera. But obviously there's going to be some darkening of this area. I think that's just what it does to your skin, especially if you have some melanin in you, and the darkening fades with time, so it's nothing to worry about. Like literally I'm not worried about the darkening around my mouth, even though this is actually my first time bleaching my moustache hairs. It sounds so funny saying moustache hairs, but yeah, this is the first time that I've bleached my peach fuzz hairs. I'm gonna have a look in the mirror, and then I'm gonna wash this off properly and put some aloe on, and then I'll just come back and do my final thoughts.
5 minutes later.
So I'm back, and I don't know if you can tell a difference. I have fully taken the bleach off of my upper lip, and I washed the area with a gentle cleanser, and then I just put a whole blob of aloe vera gel on top. Now I can tell a difference, but I don't know how it's coming across on camera. So what it did was make the hairs orange or brown. They look orange to me and I think they're more likely to be orange than brown, because the next step after orange is blonde, you know. And I didn't leave it on long enough for it to go blonde. Like, that's not what I was going for. I was going for more of that orange brown color because of my skin complexion, and I would say it did a fantastic job. There are still a few hairs like around here, like the ones that are closest to my lip, because I was scared to put the bleach too close to my lip, but the ones that are like just right here, they're still black, but they're not as noticeable because they're so small, you know. And I haven't ever plucked the hairs on my upper lip Haven't ever shaved them, and I wouldn't ever do that. Like, what is the point? It's just gonna grow back. So I thought to myself, might as well bleach it. Like, at least once or twice a year I'm going to be using my bleaching kit. Like, if a week from now I'm still feeling like this whole process is worth it, then it's definitely something I would keep up and add to my skincare regime, you know. And for anyone wondering about the products that I used, I'm just going to quickly show you them. So I used a 2-in-1 cleanser by Juice Beauty. It's their Stem Cellular cleanser. I used this just before I applied the bleach because I wanted my upper lip to be dry. I didn't want it to be moisturized or anything. I just want it to be clean, clear, dry, and this is what that does to my skin. You know, it gives me a very clean and clear canvas. And then after I was finished with the bleach and I took it off with a paper towel, I used Mugu's natural milk wash. And don't worry, it doesn't have any milk in it, it's vegan friendly. So yeah, I use this because it's soap and SLS free and it contains gentle coconut cleansers. But if I didn't have that cleanser, I would have honestly used one of their other cleansers, which is another gentle cleanser, but it has ceramides in it, so it's very moisturizing, and that's like the whole point here. After I've dried out my skin with the first cleanser and then the bleach that I used, I want to put moisture back into it. If you don't have cleansers like that, coconut cleansers like that on hand, then you can use something from Cerave or even Cetaphil if that's good for your skin. I personally don't use those kind of products, and this was just something that I was trying, but this would be gentle enough. And you know, it's a foaming oil cleanser, so it has a bit of moisturizer in it with the ceramides and the triglyceride and the squalane, and it's fragrance free. That's a very important thing because the upper lip is going to be very sensitive after you've bleached it. Like, even as I was applying the aloe vera gel, I could feel a little bit of not a stinging pain, but a warm sensation, which is telling me that my skin, you know, it's not used to this process. It's the first time that I've put any bleach on my upper lip, like I said. So my skin's just not used to it really. So there is a little bit of sensitivity going on there. Plus the aloe vera gel that I used wasn't 100% aloe vera. It's 99% aloe vera. That's what it says on the bottle. Can you see that? So this isn't pure aloe vera, and I would definitely recommend that if you're doing this process that you get pure aloe vera, because I'm looking down at the ingredients. I don't know if you can see that, if it's focusing. So it's not just aloe vera gel. Like, your best bet would be to get an aloe vera plant and then just cut it open and take the gel out from there. But this one's okay. You know, it has organic aloe vera barbadennis leaf juice at the top of the ingredients list, but then it goes on to say ammonium polyhydroxy, benzyl alcohol, ethyl glycerol, caprylic glycol, organic aloe vera barbadennis leaf, polysaccharides, alazole, retinol palmate, that's vitamin A by the way, tocopherol acetate, that's vitamin E, ascorbic acid, and that's vitamin C. But my point is that it's not 100% aloe vera. So that's probably another reason why it was making my upper lip tingle just a little bit. See what I'm talking about? Round here, all the way around, and over here. Be a hairy Mary right there. A hairy Mary. Yeah, it's orange. And I feel like that is so cute. A bit of orange peach fuzz. Blending into my skin. Like, it's there, but it's not there. But it's there. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful or entertaining, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And I'll see you in the next video.